Next up, we have Nock by Bossfight. My understanding is that this is featured in Geometry Dash or one of them rhythm games. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. Once again, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas 2025, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community. Whatever y'all want, you figure out what you want, and I will fully record, produce, and voice act said fan fiction. We have to do this legit though. No account duping, no botting, no buying, that kind of stuff. Sharing, bringing people to the community, doing the YouTube hype thing. I don't know how it works, but we do have a channel on the Discord where they are actually coordinated, that kind of stuff. So that, and members, if you're a member, you get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you are a paid member on YouTube, you get early access to them. So I schedule the videos on Saturday, you get access to them on Saturday regardless of your tier, as long as you're a paid member. So consider becoming a member today. Disclaimers. This is my first time listening to this song, at least in detail. So I will be pausing a lot and I will be speaking a lot, as I will be pointing things out and explaining as I hear them or as I realize them. And number two, this is recorded live on stream on a single take. I will stumble upon my words. I've already done it. I will do it again. Whatever happens, happens. So, with that being said, let's do this. Nock by Bossfight. Let's go. Rubble, welcome today. How you doing? Okay, we start with what sounds like somewhat random sounds. So we have a vocal sample, a couple of other things. Bonfire, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Welcome to the Mosh Pit. Welcome today. How you doing? And we now bring in our beat. Fun beat. Let's see where this goes. I thought it was gonna, but yeah. Where request video react to. So we do live. Most of the songs that we get here are requested live on stream, but we do have an offline queue. I will explain. All will be explained. So this was officially featured in a GD spin-off game. So technically this is official. Okay. There we go. All right, let's see where it goes. Ooh. Nice. Okay, so we have this rhythm. I like this. So as a doubling of the hi-hat. So we have the bass drum and we have the snare drum. Ba, ba. And then in between we have the hi-hat. Spots, spots. And every time we hit that, we have another layer in the synth giving us what is called a doubling. Doublings is, as you heard, when you have more than one instrument doing the same thing musically, just from their respective ranges or whatever. Very common, especially one of the most common doublings that you will see in contemporary music is that of the drum, the bass drum, bass/kick drum, drum plus the bass. This is the most common combination you will ever see. And usually you want these two locked in. Whatever the bass drum is doing, the bass is going to do as well, and it's a beautiful doubling. If you want to see a really good example of that, listen to the bass solo of Goat by Polyphia. It's like the entire piece itself is an absolute insane. It's absolute insanity. This a Goat by Polyphia, but the bass solo, if you listen carefully to it, every single note that the bass plays, the kick drum is playing as well. It's insane how talented these guys are. And right now, in essence, we're getting something like that. The hi-hat is being doubled by that woo kind of sound, and then we got this this downward going initial, I'm gonna say, might be our motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. Let's see if it is, because it could be what we call a stinger, which stingers are usually like a one-time thing, and they might repeat, might not. Functionally, they don't do too much other than texture. Let's see where this goes. There you go. So yeah, it turned out to be the motif. There you go. So it is our motif. And it's a very interesting approach to this, where we are allowing the beat itself to take most of the space. It is a very foreign concept to me, because I'm a very melodically oriented musician. In music, you have three elements: melody, harmony, rhythm. What we're hearing most of, is the rhythm. And for me, it's one of those things that I need to have a melody. Melody is my bread and butter, and it's what I always have front and center. So hearing this, making sure that the melody is pretty much just sprinkled around in such an obnoxious way. Like I'm saying obnoxious in a good way. It's a very obnoxious melody. Like, it's very loud, very just in your face. And it's just spread so thin right now that when it comes up, it's good. When it doesn't, and guy's pointing a gun at me. I know, right? Absolutely. And yeah, I'm blocking with my face. I'm blocking the guy that he's stepping on. So yeah. Anyway, let's see where it goes. Okay, so we take away the drums. We go into what I like to call going off the ramp. Going off the ramp, colloquial term. Colloquial, by that I mean there's no academic or official term, or at least I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity. Going off the ramp is usually a transition. Can be as short as a couple of beats. It can be as long as an entire section. And the point of it is to make the listener feel suspended, up in the air, at the mercy of inertia, off your ramp, waiting to see where you land. How did we do this? We removed the drums. Maybe the bass as well. We are still having the melody playing the same time. We just introduced another vocal sample in the middle. Good way of filling up the space. And it explains why the melody didn't have that space in there. So let's see where it goes. Nice. And it's escalating. And something to keep in mind here, this is not a song. This is still a piece. So once again, the difference between a piece or a track versus a song is that a song has vocals and lyrics, where the lyrics and the vocals are the driving force behind the music. In this case, right now, this vocal line that we are getting is not the driving force. The driving force behind this is our melody and our beat. Therefore, strictly speaking, it's a piece or a track. But colloquially, we just call everything a song because it's easier. It's just easier. I call these songs all the time. It doesn't mean that because you call it a song, you're objectively it's wrong to call it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just a distinction to make. Let's see where it goes. We're building up the tension and we're leading towards a drop. Ooh. Okay, so we reach our drop in Bossfight. Thank you for the $1. Appreciate it. We reach this really, really cool drop where now rhythmically we have introduced other elements while keeping our motif. The motif turned out having it so spread out and so sprinkled, so thinly given to us that it's actually working in our favor now, as we can see, we can hear it now, we can explore the rhythms for the actual drop. This is actually This is good. This is good. Minimum threshold for the bribe is $10. Yes. We had to move it up to $10 because otherwise the list was going to get way too high. By the way, we're talking about the bribe lists here. Yes, we have the bribe list. I usually don't talk about this on the videos. Yes, we have this thing called the bribe list. You can enter the bribe list to get higher priority for your songs. You need to donate an equivalent of $10 or more, and it's entirely pay to win. And yes, you can support another bribe. So if you see somebody else here that you want, like, oh, I really want to see this one. By the way, by the time you see these might not already be. We have the up-to-date bribe list. Everybody has access to this document. It's on the Discord. Anyone can view it with the link. So yeah, if you want to support somebody else's bribe, then yeah, go ahead. To classically, okay, with 112. So that brings us to 30, 38, 11. There you go. Very nice. We bump it up another spot. So yeah, no, appreciate the bribes. So yes, James R. Greedy, of course. All right, let's see where this goes. So yeah, rhythmically very free. We're talking about the dropping of a beat. Dropping a beat, usually it's a very free form thing. Because when you're making music, you want a careful balance between what is familiar and what is new. Too much familiarity, too much repetition, too much of the same thing, you risk boring the listener, they tune out. On the other side, too much new material too quickly, you risk overwhelming the listener, they tune out. And there's one universal exception to this, which is solos. Any genre that exists, and Steve, welcome today, how you doing? Yeah, the bot has a delay. Oh, you misspelled it. Okay, never mind. So when it comes to these, solos are a universal override for this kind of stuff where the rule of cool has it. However, electronic music, regardless of the subgenre, has an additional exception, which is dropping the beat. Beat drops. You can do pretty much anything you want, and as long as it sounds cool, you can get away with it. And right now, Bossfight is adding that extra layer of still keeping that motif in to really just make sure that you keep yourself grounded one way or another. Really, really, really cool stuff. Let's see where it goes. We introduced another melody in between, still a part of the drop. Up to welcome today, how you doing? Bury the middle of the Bossfight. There you go. Yes. Oh, this is really good. Off the ramp we go again. Yotsua, welcome today. How you doing? Hell yeah. Interesting. So we go from one dropping of the beat and we're immediately building up to another. So far, I mean, with what with the other electronic pieces, because once again, I'm kind of a foreigner. Well, I am a foreigner. I am a non-Hungarian living in Hungary, but that's besides the point, right? I'm kind of a foreigner when it comes to electronic music. All the electronic music, or I would say 99% of the electronic music I've listened to in my life, y'all have seen me listen to it. Like, I've listened to very, very electronic music outside of these live streams. So for me, most of the exposure I've had has been the songs we've done through the LFAs or the Jam and Shreds. Excuse me. And in this case, usually we have a little bit more time in between. Jazz, welcome today. How you doing? So yeah, usually we have a bit more time between drops. It sounds like there might be another one just based on previous experience. However, I'm still a foreigner, so consider that. Let's see where it goes. Okay, so we bring in a way heavier drop this time around, and yeah, we bring a heavier drop. We bring the focus to the motif now. So we are doing a good contrast compared to the first drop, and this time we are actually developing the motif. We're no longer having the motif being the start and end of the phrase. It's actually doing the whole thing. Very good creative way of keeping things fresh. and a very good way of getting away with a second dropping of the beat. Let's see where this goes. Oh, the doubling with the drums is really cool. It's okay, Jazz, it's okay. Back to the knock him out sound sample. And no, Sin, you did not. No worries. Oh. And again, to build up. It's very interesting how we are doing a lot of build up with no beat. Like we only had the initial beat at the very beginning, and after that it's been build up, drop beat, build up, drop beat. And theoretically, from the other experiences I've had with this genre, this shouldn't work, but it does. So it only goes to highlight how sometimes in music you get cases where theory does not match practice. Again, when you have the most clear example of this happening is canon in D. Anybody who's ever heard canon in D, I know that there's like a solid third of people that listen to canon in D and they're like, I want this on my wedding. I want this on my wedding. This has to be my wedding music. And it's a beautiful piece. It's a very, very beautiful piece. Theoretically, I don't even remember who composed canon in D, but whoever composed it, if you were to show that to a teacher as a fresh composition, you would probably get laughed out of the classroom. It's so badly composed, and it's just not it's not a canon. It doesn't meet a bunch of the stuff that needs to be met, but it's still it's a beautiful composition. And it's one of the most beautiful pieces that people know of when it comes to classical music. So, in theory, we're also getting this with Nock. Because once again, when you're making music, you're doing one of two things. You are building tension or you are resolving that tension. That point in between, we call a cadence. So, Peshevel, thank you. Thank you, Megumi. Peshevel, yeah, Canon in D by Peshevel. And, yeah, no, like, theoretically, it's a horrible piece of music. In practice, it is. So, yes, cadence, welcome back in. We have cadence. And usually when you have some sort of music, you want this kind of motion. And yes, you want higher points, you might want lower lows, you might want higher highs. The whole idea is to give that sense of tension release. Because, you know, we breathe. You breathe in, you tense up the muscles of your lungs and everything. You breathe out, you relax them. So it's very much built into life. And right now we are getting this with, you know, we got the drum beat and everything. Then we prepared for dropping the beat. We dropped the beat. And by dropping the beat, we immediately go higher in tension. And then we kept dropping and then immediately went to build and higher and higher and higher. And off the chart we're going, basically. And it's still working. So it's a very fascinating thing to see. Very, very fascinating. So let's see where this goes. Nice. Another build-up. Right after the clear beat drop. Let's see where it goes. So we bring in what could be a recapitulation of the first dropping of the beat. Pretty cool. I like it. It's working. And then again, like, theoretically, this shouldn't have. Like, you're not doing any other moments where you're just relaxing the music a little bit. You're going tension, drop beat, tension, drop beat, tension, drop beat, and it is working. So, good cadence is really important for walking rhythm too. There's a reason drill sergeants sing those songs. Yeah. Everything has cadence. My voice right now has cadence. I mean, in my case, I've spent 10 years crafting how to speak. Like, anyone can talk, not everyone can speak. And the reason why is because a lot of people don't know how to speak. Simple as. simple as. In my case, I've spent a lot of time, like I have experience in my radio show that I had, like I had an internet radio show in college, that kind of thing. And I've made sure that the inflection of my voice, even if I have to take a breath, or if I get interrupted by my own thoughts or something like that, you get to hear if the sentence is still incomplete or if the sentence is over. Like, you can actually hear that in my voice. Hell yeah, Jazz, D-Domain. So yeah, it's one of those things, like, even if I have those little moments of the auxiliaries, what I call auxiliaries, the ums, uhs, and everything, you can still understand that I'm not done with my sentence until I'm done with my sentence. So yeah, really, really cool stuff. Oh god, that just reminded me of, there is a way of getting the word "and" 5 times in a row in a sentence, and it is still grammatically correct. It upsets me for some reason, but it exists. We might discuss that later. For now, let's continue with this drop of the beat. Recapitulation of earlier, still really good. Let's see where it goes. And we bring variation, but bringing that... No, this is... I think that happened the first time around as well, yeah. So yeah, this time, instead of fully recapitulating as we did the first time around, we are bringing a little bit more melodic elements to this, adding a little bit of variation, doing the same thing but different. And again, the rhythmic elements of the dropping of the beat, unrelated, completely new material, taken advantage, somewhat similar, inspired by the motif itself, rhythmically speaking, but at the same time, it's been mainly texture. It's been mainly the texture. Usually, electronic artists will focus on the texture of the dropping of the beat rather than everything else. Yes, you mess around with the rhythms a lot, and there's a lot of really complicated stuff that goes behind that. But overall, the whole idea is texture. Let's see. We've got 20 seconds left. Let's see how it is. All right, we go kind of back to the start, echoing this bit. So yeah, for the outro, we go back to the start, basically, recapitulate a little bit. And... oh, and we let it echo one more time. We finished that, like, we loop that beat one more time. We let it echo, and there we go. Adam, welcome today. How you doing? Man, that was fun. There you go. That was Nock by Bossfight, featured in Geometry Dash. Really cool stuff, man. I'm still impressed by how much just... this theoretically shouldn't have worked with how fast we went from dropping beat to build up to dropping beat to build up, but it did regardless. I love to see this kind of stuff. So yeah, there you go. So if you're watching this on the YouTube video... so once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, Layman-Friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas 2025, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, whatever y'all want. Y'all figure out what you want, and I will fully produce and voice act said fan fiction. 10-15 minute fan fiction tops, please. I don't want to spend an entire month working on this thing, okay? It has to be achieved through legitimate means. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, nothing like that. Bring people over, share the streams, share the videos, all that kind of stuff. Use the hype function on YouTube, whatever you got to do within the realm of honesty. Yeah, so there's that. And members, if you're a member on YouTube, you get early access to the videos. So, and no smut, please. Yes. So yes, early access to the video. I schedule fan fiction of y'all. Y'all figure it out. I would, oh my god, I would make a censored version and an uncensored version. That sounds funny. That sounds hilarious. So I don't get to pick the fan fiction. That's for y'all to decide. All right? So, yes, memberships. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, you get access to the week's worth of videos on Saturdays. So, yeah, on Saturdays, you get access to the week's videos. So consider becoming a member today. Regardless of your tier, you get access of it on your membership on YouTube. So, yes, if you want to request a song and you are not on the... no, if you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, if you're on the live stream, do not request songs just yet. And if you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord server, link down below. Go to the LFA requests channel and follow the instructions on the pinned message. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you're not in Europe, we have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in the Discord and Twitch, both linked down below in the description. So, if you live in, I don't know, Wisconsin, friggin' Kenosha, and you're like, oh, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. No worries. Discord and Twitch, they both have the stream schedule showing in your local time zone. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the recordings of the gaming after show VODs when they happen. Link down below, or just search on YouTube for Games are Basterd. Same username as James R. Basterd. Just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. There you go, Knock 'em by Bossfight. Really good stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.